Water. Water. So we are headed to Death Valley, and because Death Valley is such a massive park, you can't do it all in one day. So we are going to give you 3 points of interest if you're trying to do Death Valley just in one day. So stand by for number 1. So the Mesquite Sand Dunes is one of your must stops when you come to Death Valley. It's just spectacular. We're going to give you some views of the sand dunes, so we're going to give you a lot of those shots. But it's really caused by a lot of the wind. The wind's constantly going and the debris blowing off the mountains. And the mountains, actually the altitude of the mountains, is what traps the sand particles in this particular area and causes the sand dunes. So it really kind of all started back in the Ice Age and with the melting of the glaciers. And so as a result of all that, it's called climate change from as far back as the Ice Age. So check it out, man. Water. Water. Well, it's not water, but it's just as good. Oh, thank God. Lesson learned. Never go to Death Valley without water, man. Brutal out here. So welcome to Badwater Basin. This is like the second place you got to stop at if you only have one day in Death Valley. It's amazing. We're going to take a walk out there as far as we can and show you some sights and sounds here at Badwater. So stick around. Oh, that's good. Whew. Good thing's a lot of water in Coors Light. So that's what I need right now. Ooh, baby. All right. Upward and onward. So I'll tell you a little bit about this Badwater Basin here. What kind of caused it. It's like after a couple ice ages of climate change, created this whole valley floor. It's like all salt. It's all crystallized. So, you know, that's it's caused by ice ages. So, relax, electric car guy. This wasn't caused by my SUV. So, I believe in science, not political science. Anyway, let's go. So, one of the main reasons you have to check out Badwater Basin is this is the one place in the country where you could actually stand at the lowest point sea level, below sea level, in North America and look out at the highest point. That's Mount McKinley. Highest point in North America, lowest point right here. So that's more than enough reason in itself to come on out here. Now, it's hot and it's a long walk out to like the one main area where there's like a lot of salt flat where you can just kind of like, it looks like you're walking out in snow. Like I said earlier, make sure you got your water or your provisions. because I'm thirsty. Are you thirsty? Go crack one, man. All right. Let's go. Let's see how far we can walk. So, coming up is going to be the number 3 spot of must-see in Death Valley. That's if you're trying to do it in one day. I was saying earlier that it's a vast park. You can't do everything in one day. If you try, forget about it. Just things are just too far apart. So you just pick a portion of the park and just try to concentrate on that area, and then like come back another time. I've been at the Death Valley many times. So I love it out here. But one of these days we're going to come out here in the middle of the summer just to see how hot it actually does get out here. Because I mean, right now it's pushing 90 and I'm already parched. So, all right, stick around. Journey's not over. Okay, so one other tip I could give you for visiting Death Valley is try to come out early in the morning, because a lot of these points of interest get crowded and there's nowhere to park. So do your best. I mean, try to get out here like before noon if you can, because once it hits lunchtime, it's just crazy out here, and you wind up having to park a long way away from the point of interest just to get there. And then this heat kind of ruins the experience. Anyway, let's just check out some more Badwater. Look at that. Now, the reason why it's called Badwater is, I guess, all the contaminants in the ground, the salt and all the runoff from the streams, make this water, or the water when it had water on it, undrinkable. Hence the word Badwater. So, but it's hot. Let's see if we can pan around here and see here. And we're going to give you a shot here. I don't know if I can see that sign, the below sea level. Can't see it from here. Well, we're going to put up a picture of it, and that way you can see where it is. But it's somewhere out there somewhere. Okay. And you can see way in the distance there, people are walking to the middle of the valley. And that takes a little bit of time. But heck, I'm trying to shoot a video here, so I might have time constraints. I can't spend all day long doing that and all day long doing something else. So, doing this for you guys. All right. Let's press on. All right, so let's head to our last point of interest. Let's get in the car and head there and wrap this thing up. I know you're waiting for this one, so hang tight. Coming up. As you can see, we've actually had so much rain here that there's water on the ground floor here, the valley. Now, like I alluded to earlier, you can't drink that water. That's why they call it Badwater. So, but all the times I've been out here, I've never seen it. First time I've seen water. It's cool. At Zabriskie Point. This is the 3rd stop on your one-day adventure here in Death Valley. Now, the first 2 places we went to were really labor intensive. Take a lot out of you. So I almost didn't really get as much out of Badwater as I would have liked to, because I was exhausted from the dunes. But anyway, we're going to the top, to the point, and we're going to show you the best view of Death Valley. So the reason why I've chosen this spot, Zabriskie Point, for my 3rd must-see of Death Valley, because you're not going to get a more spectacular view of Death Valley from here. So stand by for the views. Check it out. All right, so I'm hoping you enjoyed your adventure today here in Death Valley with us. If you did, hit the like button. But until next time, cheers from Beers and Frontiers.